Do you want to play D&D? You'll need to make a character that you'd love to play. But there are some pretty massive updates between the 2014 and 2024 player handbooks. In the Dragonworks community, we play a lot of D&D. Today we're going to outline the key updates so you can grab your dice and jump straight into playing. Right at the very top of the process, we hit our first major shift. In the 2014 handbook, your starting point was race, which determined many key aspects of your character from the get-go. But now, in the 2024 handbook, we begin with class selection. This fundamental change places your class at the core of who your character is, with race, now called species, coming later. So, what does this mean for classes? Well, first off, all classes now select their subclass at level 3. Sorcerers, that means you'll have to wait a bit longer for the results of your paternity test. But it also means each class is now front-loaded with exciting new features earlier on. For example, from level 2 onwards, fighters can now use Second Wind to add an impressive 1d10 bonus to ability checks, while monks can recover all their focus points, formerly ki, at the start of combat with uncanny metabolism. Weapon Mastery is a level 1 new feature meant to make martial weapon attacks more impactful. For example, greatswords and glaives now have the graze property, meaning that even if they miss, they still deal damage equal to your strength. Meanwhile, nimble characters can nick enemies with their daggers and scimitars, gaining an extra attack if they wield 2 light weapons. A lot of classes get access to these buffs, namely fighters, barbarians, rangers, paladins, and rogues. So, after choosing your class, the next step in creating your character is defining your origin. That's your background, species, and 2 languages. Backgrounds have been given a complete overhaul. Your ability score bonuses are now tied to what your character did before becoming an adventurer. This means that your past life, the skills you've honed, and the experiences you've had define your strengths, rather than an inherent racial attribute. For feats, good news. Everyone gets a feat at level 1. It's based on your background and it's called an origin feat. For example, the Acolyte, Guide, and Sage backgrounds get the Magic Initiate feat that broadens versatility with 1 first-level spell and 2 cantrips. While the Criminal background is always alert, getting a proficiency bonus to initiative and being able to swap their initiative with a willing ally. There are a lot of new and updated feats in the 2024 rule set, and we'll be covering these in depth in a future video. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that deep dive. Skills and proficiencies stay mostly the same, though expertise is now more common and many classes have built-in expertise in 2024. And it's important to remember when contesting a grapple check, it will be the attacker's athletics versus the defender's strength or dexterity save. And yes, species replaces race in 2024. Functionally, they're the same. You can still play a 2014 race together with 2024 rules. But if you are picking a 2014 option, we recommend asking your DM to buff them, because all species are buffed in 2024. The new Players Handbook has 10 core options: Aasimar, Dragonborn, Dwarves, Elves, Gnomes, Goliaths, Halflings, Humans, Orcs, and Tieflings. It's always worth remembering that creating your character is about letting your imagination fly and choosing something that excites you and complements your campaign. Picture the type of hero you'd love to portray. Perhaps a graceful Aasimar paladin, a fierce Goliath barbarian, or a clever halfling rogue. Think about your campaign's tone and setting too. A tiefling could thrive in a dark, gothic adventure, while a cheerful gnome might provide enjoyable contrast. And of course, this is D&D, so you can always make a graceful Goliath rogue who's a bit gothy, and can be a bit goofy sometimes. And in case you're wondering, the 12 core classes from the 2014 rules are still here, which means we're still missing Artificer as an official core class. But as of this recording, the Unearthed Arcana content covering Artificers is coming out, so if you're a fan of magical tinkering, be sure to check that out. Now, what do you think about the 2024 D&D updates? Let us know in the comments what else you'd like us to cover. And if you want more D&D, check out these other videos. And if you want to play D&D, you can play right now. Just click the gold dragon.